Good afternoon, and it's mid-April. We're in the heart of the COVID crisis of self-isolating, and today we've got Slava Superman, or should we call him Kuperman, from who's
Fine, thank you, Shane.
our mortgage advisor and a CPA. Welcome, Slava.
Hello, Shane. Thank you for having me in.
Always a pleasure, Slava. So, Slava, we want to talk about, many clients are talking about what government programs are out there that can help people through this, through our crisis that we have right now. Can you elaborate on some of the programs that are out there right now?
Absolutely, Shane. And first of all, I would like to say that government is doing a great job in terms of helping Canadians during this hard time. And as we discuss those benefits that government introduced to businesses and the individuals, I think they're very substantial. So first of all, government is increasing the Canada Child benefits. It's going to be extra $300 per child. And I think it's quite substantial for people and families in need at the moment. Second, it's a goods and services tax payment. So it's going to be increased again. Average benefit will be increased by $400 to single individuals and about $600 for couples. Again, I think it's a great relief for Canadians.
Okay, good. And what about there's the taxable payments that businesses have right now and subsidies that the government's offering now?
That's a very good question, and let me answer this in two parts. Part number one is for individuals. First of all, there are individuals who lost their jobs because of this pandemic. So first of all, they're eligible for regular employment insurance benefits. In case they're not eligible for those, government introduced the Canada Emergency Response Benefit. It's called CERB these times. And initially it was $2,000 per 4 weeks up to 16 weeks. And the qualification, just I would like to briefly touch base on this point, was that somebody, we speak about individual, was not expecting to make any money during this period of time. And yesterday on April 15th, government actually updated this. So while you receive this, you collect this $2,000, you can still work and earn up to $1,000 per month, which is again will help individuals to cope with their day-to-day expenses and manage their cash flows. That's the major point. Also, if I can make a quick transition from this moment to somebody who used to be self-employed, in this case, it's the same availability, it's the same benefit. However, there are additional benefits for those who used to pay salary to employees, because you don't have to be incorporated to run your own business. So from this standpoint, government has another two programs for businesses, regardless either incorporation or small businesses that used to pay employment salary to employees, sorry. So the first one is Canada Emergency Wage Subsidy, which is 75% of employees' wage up to $847 per week, which is, I think, very substantial. In this case, small businesses, they will able to maintain employment for their employees.
Fantastic.
The second program is temporarily 10% wage subsidy, which basically not the money that will be deposited to employers' account. It's a decrease of remittances that employers collect from every paycheck, and it's a 10%. And again, in my view, it's pretty substantial to maintain businesses afloat.
Correct. And especially for small businesses, those are the main people that are going to be affected by this. So I'm glad that at least the government's stepping up in their efforts to help small businesses. Now, Slava, today, the government also, Justin Trudeau just announced some other adjustments on business loans for people who are self-employed as well, and the small business loans.
Actually, it's interesting that this announcement today related to Canada Emergency Business Account. So what the account is about is businesses that are incorporated and paid salary last year during 2019. They're eligible to get a loan of $40,000, which is 25% of which may be forgiven. We speak about $10,000, and that's a lot of money, and I appreciate you brought it in. And what happened today, about a few or four hours ago, Justin Trudeau announced that the initial qualification point was lowered. In the beginning, it used to be $50,000 of employment salaries paid during 2019, and now it's been lowered. The minimum was lowered to $20,000. So in this case, it's a big help to corporations, again, with the cash flow. And I think it's a dual goal. Number one is to maintain healthy cash flow to get this loan. And if loan is not repaid within a year, then in the future it's going to be converted into 5% loan. The remaining balance will be converted at 5% loan. But also it's important that businesses must direct this money to lease payments, to salaries, and those are the most important at the moment. So I think it's great that government came up with the reason and lowered the last year salary and paid amount to 20,000, because many businesses, they pay salary as well as dividends, and to maintain this balance between tax payable and what they report as dividends. So in this,
the most important thing is it has to be salaried employees.
That's correct. Last year, during 2019, it must be salaried employees, and in the future, government may conduct audit, and I am foreseeing they will. And T4 sum form must be available for the audit purposes.
Okay. Okay. Well, Slava, thanks so much for being here. Can you give us the website that people can contact the government if they have any further questions?
Absolutely. Well, the first is our customers, they can visit my website. It's www.kupermancpa.com. We have the latest updates as well. And the best source will be Government of Canada website, which is Canada Revenue Agency website. Those are the best sources, the first and always updated these days in timely manner.
Thanks, Slava. And as much as exciting as taxes is, thanks for coming out over here today and just sharing some insight about what programs are available for people who are in need for this.
Pleasure was totally mine. Thank you, Shane.
You're welcome, Slava.